Carry-on luggage with shelving units? This unique carry-on allows you to conveniently organize and pack your clothes like you would in a closet. Did I mention it also helps reduce plastic waste in the ocean? Today, I'll be doing a review on the Solgaard Carry-On Closet 2.0. This is the second generation of the crowd-funded bag that has raised over $1 million and is helping recycle plastic waste from the ocean with each carry-on sold. Let's look at the technical aspects of this carry-on. When I took measurements of this bag, they came out to be 21.5 by 14.5 by 8.75 inches. You shouldn't have any issue with any domestic US airline, and you likely won't have a problem with any international airlines. The primary outer material is polycarbonate, which is a flexible, hard plastic commonly found on most modern luggage. This bag advertises that it pulls 5 pounds of plastic waste from the ocean to use in the production of the bag. This recycled plastic is used to create the interior liner, not the external shell. This bag weighs 8.1 pounds or 3.7 kilograms when empty. It has 4 360-degree spinner wheels, and the handle measures 40.75 inches from the ground to the top. It is capable of housing a battery power bank to charge your phone or other devices, but the battery is not included. It's difficult to measure the actual usable volume of any carry-on, so I opted to use a different method. Ping pong balls. 501 standard size ping pong balls fit into this carry-on. If you want to see how this compares to others, I have a blog post and video showing how this compares to the Away, Travel Pro, Delsey, and Chester carry-ons. Overall, the bag is slightly smaller since this is the international version. You can purchase the Carry-On Closet Plus if you are only flying domestically. There are 4 colorways available: Baltic Black, Balearic Blue, Granada Green, and the Venetian Red that can be seen here. Let's move on to the main features and some comments I have about them. For one, no zipper. The first thing you might notice that makes it different from any other carry-on I reviewed so far is there's a lack of a zipper. Instead, this bag uses 2 all-metal latches to keep the suitcase closed. On almost any bag that uses a zipper, the zipper or the wheels are the first components to fail. Removing the zipper entirely was a good design decision in my opinion, and replacing these latches only takes a few screws if they were to fail. The aluminum frame. Because this bag uses 2 metal latches instead of a zipper, the frame is also entirely made out of aluminum. Since you can't sew aluminum, I mean you can try, but you're probably going to be unsuccessful, the frame is riveted into the polycarbonate. The benefit of an aluminum frame is obvious. It's more sturdy, durable, lightweight, and provides some rigidity to the bag to protect any delicate contents. A TSA-approved lock. In the event your bag needs to be checked by TSA, this allows them to open up your bag using the special master key only they have if you're not around. This is useful in case you overpack or decide to check your bag for one reason or another. Additionally, setting or changing the combination on this bag is incredibly easy. All you need to do is flip a switch and set your code. A well-made side handle. The handle on the side feels firm and well made. There isn't any loose connection on it, and it has a light spring load to it, so it automatically lays flat instead of dangling open. On the opposite side of the handle are 4 rubberized feet to keep the bag elevated off the ground when you're carrying it like a suitcase. You have flexibility when using a battery power bank. This bag does not include a power bank, instead you must supply your own. This gives you the flexibility to pick and choose the one you want to carry and replace it if it ever wears out. Additionally, this removes another moving piece that has the potential to break, as seen in the spring-loaded assembly of the Away carry-on. Reinforced corners. In addition to the all-metal latches, this bag also features corners that are reinforced with rounded aluminum, again riveted to the body. It's also worth noting the hinges are also metal. these reinforced corners provide some added protection on areas that are prone to scuffs, scrapes, and just general wear and tear. Comfort grip handle. This is relatively insignificant, but the handle has a gel-like grip that makes pulling the bag around a bit more comfortable. With all these good things being said, let's look at some of the things I didn't like about it. For one, the closet feature is overhyped. I get it, they needed something to stand out from the rest of the competition, but I think one of the main features of this bag, the closet feature, is a bit overhyped. All this really is a basic hanging closet organizer placed in the carry-on. I was more impressed by all the metal components on the bag, since that seems so uncommon nowadays, rather than the hanging closet. The battery power bank location. The downside to having flexibility with the battery power bank is it has to be placed inside the carry-on. Two obvious inconveniences here. If you decide to put your carry-on into checked luggage, you'll need to reach inside to remove it. And you will need to make sure you're using a battery power bank that automatically starts charging your device when you plug it in. Most usually do, but some require a button to be pressed. The wiring to the USB port. Looking behind the interior lining to evaluate the wire from the inner pocket to the USB port, I would think they would tape down the wire or secure it in some way. I guess I thought wrong. The wire is kind of just hanging out and would benefit from a little bit of tape. It's an easy fix, and to be fair, they use a 90-degree cable, so when the wire is hanging down, there's not excessive wear on the port. Being a new company is no fault of their own, however, this is something to consider. They could be sold off, go under, face growth issues, etc., versus a larger company that's well established in the industry and won't have these issues. Probably. An example might be if you're needing replacement parts and for one reason or another they're unavailable. The company may have stopped ordering the component or just some other general reason why they can't get that part in stock. On the other hand, they appear successful so far. This bag is the second generation of the carry-on closet and has had no problem raising close to $700,000 on Indiegogo, plus another $560,000 on Kickstarter. Additionally, this company sells other products too, which helps to diversify their income streams. Some other factors you might want to consider. The most important thing to consider is whether or not you normally fly or plan on flying internationally. If you are an international flyer, then this is the bag you want. This one right here specifically. Maybe in a different color, that's up to you. However, if you primarily fly domestic, spend an extra $20 and get the Plus version of this bag. This is just so you have a little bit extra room to work with, and it's not going to cost you anything extra on the flight. The second thing to consider is the battery power bank. You don't necessarily need this, but it's nice to have, and I always travel with one. As I mentioned earlier, you can go as big or as little as you want within TSA regulations. TSA regulations say you can go up to 100 watt hours, which equates just below 27,000 milliamp hours, which is how the majority of power banks online are rated. To put this in perspective, one's rated at 26,800 milliamp hours, are almost 3 times larger than the factory one included with the Away. Make sure you purchase one from a reputable brand like Anker. That's the brand I use. You can rest assured the electronics inside are good and the batteries are from a reputable manufacturer. So here's the overall bottom line. I'm very impressed with this carry-on. Yes, I did receive it in exchange for an unbiased review, but it's tough to say anything bad about a bag like this. I didn't get paid to say any of this, I just got the bag for free. It's rare to see an aluminum frame and almost all metal components at this price point. The closet feature is overhyped. Otherwise, some packing cubes will provide enough organization for most people at a pretty low price. If you're going to buy this bag, buy it for the quality and thoughtful design. That's where the real value is, and I think it's more than worth it. If you'd like to see visuals of all the information discussed today, head on over to my blog where I have each bit of information laid out and even compared to other popular bags like the Away, Travel Pro Max Light series, and others. As always, thank you for watching my video, and be sure to use the links in the description below if you're interested in purchasing. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more videos from me, hit that subscribe button, which should have appeared somewhere on the screen by now. Maybe there, I don't know. It's gonna have my face on it. So thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later.